Hello there, and welcome back to the Creature Collection. You've been on the road for days now. You are carrying important trades for the neighboring kingdom, but you take notice of storm clouds begin to form in the sky. There's a mysterious, hooded figure standing in the crossroads. Dark eyes peer from beneath its hood, and it unsheaths a long, sickly dagger. You are the prey of the Pishtaco.
A Pishtaco is a mythological creature that parallels the boogeyman in the Andes region of South America, particularly in Bolivia and Peru. The dreaded Pishtaco is known by many names in South America, based on the region in which it is being discussed. All of the names this creature has translate similarly into English: butcher, to slaughter, to cut, and so on. I will, however, refer to it as Pishtaco. In the Peruvian Andes, the Pishtaco is said to look like a gringo, a non-Hispanic or Latino wearing a hat, leather jacket, boots, and is hairy and bearded. He wanders the roads at night with his long knife, looking for travelers wandering alone. If he finds you, he will attack and dismember you to harvest your fatty tissues. In the Bolivian Andes, it is advised not to walk alone. The Pishtaco will lull you to sleep with prayers and powdered human bones to extract your suet with his blade. You will awaken feeling weak, and in a few days you will die. This fat stealer sells his victims' fat for a variety of reasons, ranging from making beauty products and medicine to the absurd thoughts of using it to make the holy oil in Catholic churches. One of the earliest accounts of a Pishtaco is from 1574. A priest called Cristobal de Molina. Indigenous people of the Andes believed that the Spanish conquistadors were killing the natives for their fat, believing it was the only cure for certain diseases. There are factual accounts of Spaniards using fat to treat wounds after battle. Because of this, natives avoided the Spanish and refused them in their homes and businesses nearly until the 19th century. Even in modern day, the legend of the Pishtaco still has a stronghold over the communities. Some scholars believe that because the Pishtaco is typically depicted as a gringo, the creature personifies the exploitation of native people by outside white forces. Through research and interviews with the native people, the Pishtaco has evolved from only being a non-Latino or Latin American person to someone who is non-Runa, a person whose behavior, habits, or personality fall away from the norm regardless of ethnicity. In some older villages, it is still very common for an outsider to be run out of the community for not being like them and being accused of being a Pishtaco. However, the term Pishtaco has evolved in the Andes. Not only is it a legendary creature that will kill you, it is not metaphorical for outsiders coming into their communities to wrongly profit without a mutual relationship. No matter the interpretations of the Pishtaco, modern people are still fearful of the Andes boogeyman. In 1987, rumors that the president set loose thousands of Pishtacos in the Ayacucho region in Peru to pay off foreign debts. Again in 2009, Peru's Criminal Investigation Unit claimed that Pishtacos were responsible for the murder of at least 60 people, and that the fat was sold at $15,000 per liter to European cosmetic companies. This was investigated and debunked because there were no funds to back up the allegations. These types of stories and cases are still very popular in the Andes, and it is said that if you visit the Andes, you should use caution because native people are skeptical and not particularly kind to strangers that wander their lands. One of the most popular examples of the Pishtaco being used in entertainment is from Supernatural Season 9, Episode 13, The Purge. In this episode, brothers Sam and Dean fight the Pishtaco monster at a spa, where they are sucking the fat from their victims as a beauty treatment. Things go awry and people begin disappearing. The next example is a really great read for those who enjoy foreign literature, Pishtaco by Peter Split. In Lima, a German diplomat is found dead, indicating a ritual murder. The country is divided between culture and reality. He comes across a connection between ancient mythology, the Pishtaco, and corporations. Finally, it's the classic novel Death in the Andes by Mario Vargas Llosa. In the isolated Peruvian Andes, a series of disappearances has occurred. Army Corporal Latuma and his deputy Tom believe the Shining Path guerrillas are responsible, but the townspeople have their own ideas about the forces that claim the bodies of the missing men. Here are a few ways to use the Pishtaco in your own creations. Writing or creating a Pishtaco character has a lot of room for creativity. This is one legend that has evolved with the times. It has gone from the creature looking a certain way to broadening to be able to look like anyone, so the description can be left up to the creator's interpretation, as long as they are an outsider to the community. As for the personality of the character, they can be represented by theft and greed. At the core, a Pishtaco takes more than what they need from others without consent, to profit, oftentimes leading to death. For authenticity, you can utilize human bone powder to put the victim to sleep, then harvest the human fat using a blade. It is also helpful to include South America in some way, if you do not want to flat out say the character is a Pishtaco, utilizing the Latin American countries like Peter Split did. Overall, have fun in creating this creature. Make it your own, and remember, don't travel alone. See you next time at the Creature Collection.